Justin Waiau is a blockchain expert with a lot of different projects going on in the sector. So with me, Justin, and I know you're working with Legacy. We've talked about that before, Loot Up, and now Canaloot.
Right.
So let's talk about each one of those projects. Let's start with Legacy, because that was really the original one, right? So give me an update on that.
So the way it kind of structures is Legacy is the foundation, right? It's the blockchain that the other apps are building on. So with Legacy, our newest updates is we have new APIs, new documents. We've recently updated our wallet extension, and most importantly, our comprehensive developers guide. So yeah, although this has been a bad year for layer ones, a lot of exploits, the market's been down, we feel confident that anyone can build on Legacy and feel safe about it. You know?
So it's really for developers who want to have an idea for an app and they want to build it on the blockchain, and they can use Legacy as like kind of their infrastructure or whatever to be able to do that. Okay, so then there's Loot Up, and now Canaloot. Is it Canaloot or Canaloot Up?
Canaloot Up.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So it's basically Canaloot Up is a flavor of Loot Up. It's pretty much the same app, but branded and geared more towards the cannabis industry.
Oh, okay.
We've already have a lot of partners in the cannabis industry, and there's a huge need for it. You know, they're constantly worried about their funds being seized and frozen, and for them to accept debit cards or any cards at all, you know, they have to take unnecessary risk. So I feel like crypto really solves this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and they can't even use traditional banks, I mean, maybe in some states,
yeah,
it's kind of spotty, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's a really gray area, and it's not a guaranteed solution.
So how would crypto then help them?
So crypto kind of solves all of it. But the issue is with the current wallets they have out now, it's very hard for non-tech users to use. You know, and that's where Loot Up comes in as an all-in-one solution, easy to use, no more long addresses. We send to usernames, sponsored gas, which means we don't need two different tokens to send one transaction, just one token, and you're good to go. We also have the ability to send invoices. So when you make a transaction, you have a mutual contract between both parties, and you can agree upon it by either canceling or confirming the transaction. And we do this all on the blockchain. So a lot of this has never been done. Some has, we're repackaging it, but it's really an all-in-one solution.
Yeah. Now, also there's been a lot of controversy lately about payment apps.
Right.
And freezing people's funds if,
exactly.
you know, for whatever reason. And it feels, you know, there's a lot of, you know, people are feeling like that's an invasion of privacy and maybe a political motivation there. Does Loot Up solve that problem?
We solve it in the best way possible. So there's no way we can seize your funds or freeze your account or anything, because you have the keys to your wallet. So if we do anything on the app and shut you out, you can just recover your wallet elsewhere. And also, we don't hold any funds ever, so it goes person to person. And another thing is we don't collect any data on our users. So even if somebody were to come up to us and demand they need that information, we just simply don't have it. So we can't turn it into any agencies.
Okay,
so
interesting.
We respect everybody's privacy, and
it's just basically just to say, look, here's the technology for the transaction.
Exactly.
And we're like,
we're just the tool.
Just the conduit to it.
Yes.
Is Loot Up a public company registered in the U.S.?
Right. So originally we were gonna register elsewhere, like most crypto projects do. You know, whether in the Seychelles or the Bahamas, you know, with that company. But we decided we really wanted to work with regulators, do it right, and register in the US. And we did that with Quantum International. The ticker is QUAN, and we're silently trading on OTC markets for now. So yeah, we're just trying to do everything the right way. Above board.
Now, why build your own kind of infrastructure and then have your own decentralized apps on top of it? What was kind of the thinking behind that?
So we didn't plan on building Legacy originally. Loot Up was always our first priority. But after shopping around and researching all the different chains at the time, we decided, you know, to get all the features we wanted, to find a trusted team that we could be confident in, we just had to do it ourselves. And that's kind of where legacy came in.
Yeah.
And but since then, there's been a lot of development in the space. So projects and chains like Phantom or XDC Network are coming out, and they're doing really cool things. So we'd love to, have a multi-chain application and deploy on multiple networks. And ultimately, I feel like it'll be great for legacy and LootUp. So,
okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming back. Great to see you again.
Awesome.